Hello everyone, I'm Baguio and I'm here to talk about my reflection on my take about application of Republic Act 4200 from the interview of Wang Fugui on Rappler's video of Xi Zishang's ex-cellmate Wang Fugui saying that Gu Huaping is a spy. With the interview of Wang Fugi, sheds light about the complex layered dynamics of international espionage involving political and economic motives intertwined with covert operations. As he explains his knowledge about confidential files and the recruitment of spies, we see the complexities of intelligence work and the struggles between nations. Wang's guarded responses, alongside his respect for confidentiality agreements with his superiors, reveal the delicacy of handling such sensitive information. His statements his statements about needing permission to disclose certain details emphasize the layered secrecy involved in national security protocols, where every piece of information is tightly regarded and also tightly regulated. This aligns with the principles of controlled information dissemination, especially within high stakes environments such as the international espionage. A recurring theme in the interview is the intersection between espionage and personal vulnerability. According to Wang, background checks on individuals recruited for espionage focuses on the uncovering of personal secrets and or weaknesses. This method of leverage reflects this method leverage reflects the morally ambiguous side of intelligence operations, where personal vulnerabilities are weaponized to maintain control. The practice seems to serve both as a persuasion and also a safeguard for the employing agency. Furthermore, Wang hints at how economic and political factors play into the espionage game, involving both private individuals and also officials. This sheds light on how government influence can expand into various sectors using economic ties to form a soft power which ultimately impacts the sovereign relationships. Wang's testimony also highlights the strategic role of certain business practices such as online gambling, pogo, and all of that in covert government operations. He also implies that these enterprises are not only profit driven but also function as intelligent fronts aligned with national strategic interests like China's Belt and Road Initiative. These industries often dismissed as merely opportunistic and or underregulated, thus assume a darker and strategic role in this context. This makes one ponder that to the extent to which seemingly harmless international businesses might serve political purposes, possibly to the odds within their host country's interest. Such revelations suggest that global commercial enterprises could have underlying nationalistic agendas requiring close scrutiny by regulatory bodies. With the possible infiltration of political systems via foreign agents adds another dimension to Wang's narrative. His claim about Alice Guo or Gu Huaping's political career here in the Philippines is being orchestrated by a foreign government that illustrates a disturbing scenario where sovereignty can be undermined by an external influence on the democratic process. This perspective forces us to consider the consequences of foreign intervention in national politics and the resilience of democratic institutions in the face of such hidden threats. Wang's cautionary stance and his implication of the Chinese government reach into other countries' affairs serve as the reminder of importance of transparency, national scrutiny, and legislative vigilance. With the interview of with the interview of Wang, that is also brings into the focus of the relevance of the Philippines legal framework, which is the Republic Act 4200. Republic Act 4200 or anti-wiretapping law prohibits and penalizes the unauthorized recording and disclosure of private communications, safeguarding individuals' privacy, and in this context of Wang Fugi's interview, the sensitive nature of the information could be disclosed could potentially fall under this law, especially if any covert recordings or unauthorized surveillance were involved. And that is why the interviewer asked Wang if he consents into the recording of the conversation and this leaking into the public stream of media in the Philippines. The Philippines, being a democratic nation, places places great importance of upholding privacy rights and ensuring that the intelligence operations do not do not infringe on individuals' freedoms. Wang's caution approach to sharing information reflects on how understanding of legal boundaries, possibly hinting at concerns of how legality of how certain information was how obtained or handled. Republic Act 4200 serves as a reminder of the balance between national security interests and protection of individual privacy, an important consideration in cases involving espionage and intelligence gathering. Finally, Wang's own sense of insecurity after the interview underscores the human cost of involvement in such high stakes matters. His relocation to avoid repercussions highlights the risks taken by the individuals who reveal information on sensitive issues. The mention of Philippine senators' safety concerns is a stark reminder that intelligence leaks have ripple effects, often endangering the lives of all involved. Wang's caution and advice underscore the gravity of international intelligence disputes, reminding us the necessity to value international bravery, to consider protective measures for those who come forward with knowledge of sensitive operations. And that is all. Thank you for listening to me, and I hope that you have a good understanding of what I have said earlier. And thank you for listening again.